Yo, and welcome to another Speak Up Saturdays, episode 7. Yeah, you already know that's my number right there, because this right here is my birth number. And speaking of birth, things that I live by: be smart, play dumb. And when I tell you I've been reminded to do that in my 3D reality and in my dream state and everything, like I'm telling you right now, the universe is doing what it's doing, God's doing what he's doing, Yeshua's doing what he's doing, and the manipulations and the distractions and the subterfuge is doing what they're doing. And this is why you need to be smart and play dumb, because everything is going to test you right now. I mean, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and you already know what time it is, even financially. Like, you got to be wise, play dumb. I can't say for lack of better terms, but for better terms, be wise, play dumb. Let's get into how a lot of people are still screaming into the Monsters Inc. tank. But you have to realize that everything that is happening right now, it was planned. It was a plot. I mean, it's the idiot box for a reason. How is it that the person who is at war, I can't even say he's at war by himself, because he done got people caught up in this, and we have lost people behind this. God bless their souls. Dear Lord, please be with their families during this tragic time. Amen. It's a lot going on. But how do you go from being the one who started the war to being the person who can actually claim who the next leader is? So if you hadn't realized that you've been brainwashed and manipulated by now, when you go in and signing those papers and pushing those little pins, thinking that you're doing something because you thought that you picked the less of the evils, bro, they all in this together at the end of the day. And you have to realize that. Wake up. Stop being brainwashed. Like, at the end of the day, we never really matter. The only reason why the vote statistics and everything and the rules and regulations changed was because times had changed. So they had to manipulate you differently, okay? They had to brainwash you differently. Your vote doesn't really matter. When you take your power back and start putting that energy into people that you actually know and that you can actually trust to run your community, states, and countries, then you're doing something. And that's why also, let's get into it, March 7th is a strike. I don't know how many people didn't know that, but yes, you're not supposed to be out in the franchises and in these large companies giving them your bread. You're supposed to be giving that to the mom and pop stores, which should be done anyway. But going to the food markets, like going to actual like meat markets and the stands outside, go to your neighbors and go to people you actually know, buy food from them, buy food from their gardens. They're actually working towards things and they actually need the support, you feel me? These other franchises who actually have been spraying your food and doing all these different things and pesticides all in the produce and all type. You have to realize that these people do not care about you. Just like that man that couldn't even eat his own food. If you know, you know. You feel me? Like, you have to realize that. If y'all thought that was actually caviar on Valentine's Day that they was giving with those nuggets, you gotta be crazy. If you ask me, that was papaya seeds with fish oil use. But I digress. You're being used and manipulated. Stop giving that to your kids, which is another reason for the strike. First of all, you feel me? Like, thankfully it's a Saturday, but this is a day where you take your power back. Don't be afraid to be the one that steps up and homeschool your own children. You put them here. Why do you keep trusting them and the care of strangers anyway? Like, why do you keep on giving your power away and giving your wisdom away? Like, why do you keep doing that? But that's not even for me to speak on, because that's going to ruffle a lot of feathers. But things like putting your bread into these companies that don't care about you, that's another thing. That's going to ruffle some feathers too. But I'd rather speak on that than people's parenting skills. You feel me? At the end of the day, you are a consumer anywhere that you go and spend your energy and time and money. But you have to make sure that you are consuming the proper things and from the proper people. You cannot trust anything that you see. These different propagandas that's been thrown at you, scare tactics that are thrown at you to harvest your energy, to steal your mind, to like, you have to realize what all of this is about. Realize that you are literally of a greater source, of a greater energy. You are a higher being than these people, these lizards could ever be. And this is why you're being tested so badly. But also, due to the retrograde right now, you're going to be tested, period. Okay? Your faith is going to be tested. Your spirituality is going to be tested. Your mental is going to be tested by people that are crossing your path too, you know? So be mindful with that. People that are popping up left and right out of nowhere, ones that you've never met before, ones from the past, all of that. Be mindful. Realize that every test that you pass will come in another form and fashion. I told y'all this. You should know this. If you don't, you know now. Because I know that my audience is growing. So if you are new to this, now you know, stay true to this. Because, baby, main character mode, okay? The whole world is a stage. Main character mode. Realize that you really that. And you really hold power, okay? Your energy is literally the world's currency. Dang, I forgot what her name was, but I saw her in a video passing through some stuff, my conspiracy theories. You already know. It's not really a conspiracy. Y'all owe us an apology for all of the times y'all said that we was in the clouds, head in the clouds, head up our for all the times that y'all tried to say that we was just crazy and yeah, I bet you know now. You're looking for us for the answers and stuff now. Yeah, it is what it is. But no, for real, seriously, like we really was living in pyramids floating in the sky. I mean, how do you not feel that you are great? I'm just saying, you feel me? You can astral project. Dreams are a superpower. We have telekinesis. We can speak without speaking. You have to really realize that people are out to get you. And that's not for you to panic. It's not for you to live in fear or nothing like that. You be smart, you play dumb. That's it. That's the point in this topic of conversation today. You be smart, you play dumb. Okay? You got all of this stuff going on. It's Truman Show coded. You got Jim. Jim Carrey is my pops. I swear he is. Like, we here, bro. We here. So the things that are going on right now in regards to him really saddens me because as a conspiracy theorist, you already know how I feel about it. You should at this point. Just like the stories coming out about Britney. How she is so lucky and she was a star, but now she's not with us. She is afar. And I'm sorry. I'm a writer. But no, for real. If that's true, God bless you, baby. I'm not really going to get into what I actually feel about these things because be smart, play dumb. I do tell a lot and I do say a lot, and I know that I have been getting shadow banned because of that, and I already have been in some very unfortunate circumstances because of these things. So, yeah, I need to be mindful, okay? But not scary. Know that. I didn't write nothing down for this one. I'm just winging it or whatever because I just really wanted to get this topic off my mind because y'all, we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up in unison. We gotta wake up. Even with these devices, I always say I could read energy through a device. The device is as thin as a piece of paper for me when it comes to energy, okay? And if that's the case with me, I know it's the case for many. People could look at a picture and read you, okay? You have to realize that unity is everything. It doesn't mean we all have to come together and hold hands. However, I feel like if we did, we would start glowing or something and electricity would spark and we could really move mountains and raise our cribs in the pyramids again. However, I'm just saying, like, if we all come together right now and be smart, play dumb, we can make some great changes, y'all. So protect yourself. Don't wreck yourself. I don't even know who I just thought I was. I dragged it with that ending, but let me go finish cooking and cleaning. Later, y'all. Have a great one.